What up there, gaming communities? This is your boy chdeaaanime, or Chdia, whatever you want to call me. And today, I'm here to talk about the video game awards. Okay, before I talk about this, okay, I just want to set up some common ground here. Let's just get some things out in the open. This is not as bad as last year. I cannot stress that enough. Last year was an abomination. This year, it was better, but I mean, like, damn, like, dude, they don't know how to run a show, dude. Let me just talk about some of the stuff shown. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even remember half of the things I saw last night. And you wanna know why? Because half of the shit was boring. And then the other half of the shit we had already seen. I had already seen half the trailer shown. I had already seen the games that they had showed me. So it was like, what was the point? Like, what was the point of this show? Like, okay, then you can say, oh, well, they showed a lot of indies, man. Chdia, there were indies everywhere. Okay, I am not saying there's anything wrong with indies. Indie games are awesome. But indie games don't make a show. Okay, a lot of the indie games I saw were very artsy. Do you understand? Like, they were like, that's how indie games come across to me. It's very artsy things where they're like, because they can't put as much money into it as, let's say, a AAA dev. They make it seem a little bit more artsy and, you know, Mozart and paintings. Like, there was this one game they showed where for like 5 minutes, all they were doing was showing like landscape. It was like Create a World or Dino World. Like, I forget what it was called, but it was before. It was like Before Time or something like that. And the whole time, all you're sitting there is looking at is landscapes. They just keep going back and forth and back and forth. I thought I was watching a movie, Landscape the Experience. Because that's what it pretty much was becoming at a point. And then there was some half decent indies. And then there was the one game I saw. It was like something like, it came after the zombie parts. Like, these games didn't even stick in my head. I'm serious. Like, it pretty much everything went through one ear and out the other. Because it was like, if it wasn't for the fact that I was in a live stream watching this with other people, I would have went to sleep or I would have turned. I would have went to go watch something else. Because this was bad. This was so bad. I don't like Jeff Keighley. I don't think he's a good host. I don't think he knows. Like, let me just talk about a few things, because now this is just going to become a rant for a second here. Because I really do want to see the Game Awards do well. Because I feel like it has the great potential to be like a good thing for gaming and kind of get more people into it. But the way they're going about this show is dumb. Like, I was watching a stream from Eric Cuts for the Win. Go check out her channel, by the way. But Eric Cuts for the Win, right? And it was an after party stream, basically. And she, you know what, she kept, her and the people she was talking to in her stream mentioned that I didn't even really recognize at first, was the fact that the whole show, they kept saying, hey, stick around for Imagine Dragons at the end. My nigga. Are you serious? Are you serious? Like, for real. Like, I don't even like, imagine you're like, oh man, that was some great Metal Gear Online. Imagine Dragon. I swear to God, I thought this was the Imagine Dragon Awards for a second there. Like, as soon as I thought about it, I'm like, dude, what the hell? And then on top of that, the performances were too long. These, like, I have nothing against music performances, but oh my God, these things drag. Like, the fuck, who thought of this? No one wants to hear a slow song during an award show. Who the fuck wants to hear that? When you are on an award show, you want to get hyped. You go, yeah, hype, yeah. I'm going to sleep. Like, don't get me wrong, I did like the violin performance. That was nice, and I did like I like the kind of like the video game one where that guy was touching the lights, even though it made us gamers seem like nerds. But I like the Guile's theme part, so I couldn't really, you know, hate too much. But still, it was like these things dragged on for so long, and then we had the history lessons. These devs need to never send the niggas that they sent up on stage this time ever again, because I got bored. Like, who is that fat dude, that fat black guy. Who is he? Someone tell me who that man was. Because he was so bad, a fellow streamer of mine almost stopped watching it. Just because of how bad. He was a full-on nigga. Like, anything you think of about black stereotypes and how you, like, this dude gave black people one of the worst. He's worse than Fat Cupid, if for those of you who have watched my Bleach reviews. If you've seen my Bleach reviews, this nigga was worse than Fat Cupid. I'm serious. It was so bad, dude. And then, like, they had this dude who was, I'm just going to refer to him as Fat Cupid number 2. They had Fat Cupid number 2 and some other white dude up there. And they're trying to, like, do these jokes about, like, this dream he had about, like, rock band and we're going to do musical band. And it's like, get the fuck off the stage. Please go off the stage. These devs need to, or whatever. Whoever is sending these people up there needs to reevaluate who they're sending up there. Because on some real talk, like for real, these people are awkward as hell. Like for real, they're awkward. They don't know how to joke. They don't know how to send a dude up there that just works the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knows how to get hype. Like, you need a hype man. When you send people up there, you want hype men. You don't want some freaking dude going up there like, yeah, me and my girlfriend, what was I saying again? Like, you don't want none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember that dude who created what was that game? Before Time, I think it was called. And this dude goes up on stage and gives us his goddamn life story about how him and his girlfriend formed the game and this, that. I stopped paying attention after a while because I don't care about your life story, bruh. I came here to see Digigames. You know that thing that this award show's about? Remember that? And then we get like this freaking another history lesson, like the company Sierra, which I'm not, because they're a pioneer for gaming. I'm not saying that was a big negative, but yet again, it kind of dragged on for a bit, and I didn't really care because I wasn't really around when Sierra was out, so this really didn't affect me. I didn't get any sort of nostalgia, like, oh look, Sierra, this is how I got started. I was just like, who cares? Can we get back to the, like, this all comes back to, can we get back to the games? We don't come to the Video Game Awards to see no Sierra, no black dudes who make us look bad. We come here to see gaming. We come here to see people talk about games. And yes, I will give them this. They talked a lot more about games. This was not a lot, like, I think that was the best thing about the show, was that they kept it strictly gaming, but they kept it boring gaming and nerdy gaming. They didn't keep it like the cooler side of gaming, or just keeping showing us like new trailers and games. And Jeff Keighley as a host sucks. I cannot express that enough. I don't care if he works with the Game Awards and is the reason they exist. He needs to not do this. He needs to go find another job. I don't like Jeff Keighley on a personal level. Like, I don't like, on a personal level, Jeff Keighley just strikes me as a pompous, what's the word I'm looking for? Arrogant, awkward asshat. That's how he comes across to me. Especially after I watched that video, like, where Angry Joe, because I'm an Angry Joe fan, I watched that video of Angry Joe trying to get like an interview with him, and then I've seen how he's talked and reacted to other people in other interviews, and I don't like this guy. I really don't. So yes, I am a bit biased because I don't like him, but at the same time, you can't tell me that Jeff Keighley is a good host. Is he? Does he know? Like, come on, let's kick the boot. I'm way off topic, but let's get on to some of the things that the show did right, okay? Because it did do some things right. They kept it strictly gaming. They brought the audience back, which was amazing because last year was a travesty without an audience to hype, at least pretend to clap. And Metal Gear Online. As soon as Metal Gear Online, as soon as I saw that, the award show was better than last year. Like, once you saw Metal Gear Online, I don't care. That was enough. That was enough to beat out last year. Still a bad show, but better than last year's show. I think that's a pretty good half and half there, right? Dang. But overall, I really feel like, this is how I feel about the Gaming Awards. This is what I think as gamers we should do. Oh wait, I also like that they had an award for YouTubers. That I did like Total Biscuit won, and it wasn't PewDiePie who won. Because I expected them to let PewDiePie win, because PewDiePie is like a goddamn sensation for whatever reason. And he didn't. Total Biscuit won. I thought that was pretty cool. I liked that YouTubers got some shine. That was cool. But I do want to say this. As gamers, I feel like we could make a better show. And I was saying this in the stream last night. I feel like if the gaming YouTube community came together, right? And we said, hey, you know what? Let's all come together and make our own award show and put that up on Twitch. It doesn't have to be like some high-level freaking Vegas tour thing. Like just, you know, a few YouTubers come together and make our own sort of award show. I think that would be cool. I'd watch that. I'd support that. I'd pay money to see that. Because I feel like as gamers, we would know what we want better than Jeff Keighley knows what we want. Because he obviously doesn't. He's had how many years now to get this right? It's just been going downhill every year. It's fine. It spiked a bit here, but this is still pretty bad. Like, I need to, like, point that out. This was horribly boring. Like, this was a snore fest. Dudes was falling asleep. When people fall asleep on your show, you are doing something horribly wrong. They need to fix this. Like, for real, this needs to be fixed. So, here's what I'm going to give the Gaming Award show. I'm not going to give it, like, I usually have a rating system, but this deserves, it's out of my spectrum. I can't say burn it with fire. But, you know what, screw it, burn it with fire. That's what I'm going to say. This was boring. It sucked for the most part. All that mattered to me was Metal Gear Online and Uncharted 4. The indies were the indies were boring for the most part. I don't think I saw one indie that hyped me up, and that's my problem with indie. I'm gonna make a separate video about why I can't really get into indie games. But the indie games look boring as hell. Like, oh, this freaking arts and crafts bullcrap. I get it. Gaming is an art form medium. Thank you for shoving it down my throat. But, like, it was bad. It was boring. It sucked. I don't think there was even, like, one game there that I cared about outside of Metal Gear Online and Uncharted 4. I cannot think of anything else that I saw that mattered. So, oh, well, Bloodborne. Bloodborne looked good. I will say that. I'm interested in Bloodborne. So there's at least one more game. But either way it goes, man, I'm going to give the Gaming Award show the rating of burn that shit with fire. Let's get the pitchforks and the torches and let's get this done. So either way it goes, man, I'm going to go ahead and sign out now. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is your boy chdeaaanime signing out. Please be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and hit the like button thrive. And I will catch you on the flip. It has been golden. Peace out, gaming communities.